Hi guys, my name's Ruby. I'm Sofa to Snowden here on YouTube and on Twitter and Instagram. Please subscribe and like and follow and all of that. I really want you guys on my journey with me. So my journey is I'm going from having ME to climbing Mount Snowdon next spring, summer. I wanted to do a video on how that is possible. I'm certainly not saying if you've just been diagnosed, that's something that you can do, because I really believe that with this illness, it's you deciding what is best for you. So I just want to say, I will be talking about graded activity, I will be talking about graded exercise. I think part of my journey in ME is believing that I know what's best for me, and if I'm watching advice and I feel like it's not best for me, I just turn it off. So please turn it off, I really don't want to upset anyone. With that being said, I hope this can offer some hope to somebody out there, because for me, it has been a lifeline. I've done it in a very particular way, and I wanted to explain the way in which I've done it, because I believe if I outline how I've done it, it's more understandable as to how it hasn't done me damage and how it's been helpful. So I started off, I was doing charts. So I'm going to show you some of my charts. Now I started off with this chart. I hope you can see that. Yeah, I think you can. So I started off, I have very basic tasks on there. I have showering, makeup, hair, teeth, getting dressed, and kindness. I had to add kindness. Somebody suggested I put that in there so that I didn't beat myself up too much. So you can see I'm not always having a shower. There are whole days I don't have a shower, I don't put any makeup on, I don't do my hair. Some days I don't even do my teeth. It was very much for me noticing what was going on. So this wasn't me pushing. I wasn't really pushing doing this. And I think that's maybe the key of how I've got better with this method. I was always making an effort. I wasn't sort of coasting, but it was more noticing what was happening and then trying to adjust it slightly. So as time went on, I noticed, like on this first part, I've got 2 days of doing great, and then for the next 3 days, I'm blocking things out. Then I've got 2 days, maybe 3 days, then I'm blocking things out. Then I've got 1 day of great, then the stickers are missing again. So it's very much 2 days on, maybe 3 days, maybe 2 days on, then I get a bad day. So it's noticing the pattern. And I actually found, because I found with ME, you're dealing with something that's very up and down, it's not very easy to explain, and you're certainly not in a position to be explaining it, because you have so much brain fog, it's very difficult to debate with anybody, it's very difficult to know that you're accurately reporting what is going on. And then I noticed as time went on, I just naturally happened to be in a position where I could add more to the chart. This was not me pushing harder, because if I pushed harder, it would push back harder. This is me just noticing that if I maybe cut some things out, if I maybe did things a bit differently. I think I was certainly at a point where I wasn't leaving the house all the time, and I wasn't in a position to be leaving the house all the time. So when I was going out with somebody who was able to kind of take me out and do an activity, I was going to try and get in as much as I could possibly do in that day. And then, well, I'm not seeing anyone tomorrow, so I'll just be rough tomorrow. But I noticed levelling that out really helped. So I think maybe by levelling it out, I ended up in a position where I could add in the times when I woke up and the times where I got out of bed. So you can see along that bit, it takes me a really long time to get out of bed sometimes. I've got, what's the worst? Well, not worst. Yeah, one day I wake up at 10 o'clock and I don't get out of bed until 12:05. So see, I know that's not great, and thankfully I'm not in a position now where that is a problem, and at the time I was just glad to be getting out of bed. But it's noticing that, going to my guy at the ME clinic and saying, what can I make better? And him saying, do you think that's great? Like, not in a nasty way, but like, is that the most that you can do there? Can you maybe try and shuffle it forward a bit, and just doing micro changes that add up. So there as well, I've got 5 minutes of housework, because I live alone. I've lived alone on my whole ME journey, and so there is a certain amount of housework that needs to be done. So whether it's washing up that needs to be done regularly, or something like putting the hoover around, it does need to be done. So it was getting done at some point, but it was like getting done when I was like on a really great day where I felt a lot better than the other days, and like wasn't leaving the house anyway, so I'll just put all the energy into this. Whereas it needed to be more gradual. And then I added in walking. So my walking started off at 1 minute, and then it went to, see, I've got loads more stickers there. Yay! See, even now, and I'm able to do a lot more than this, I'm like, yes, for stickers! Look how many stickers I got on that page! So I started off adding in walking when I knew that every day I could get up, get dressed, have a shower, brush my teeth, all of those basic things. Then it was feasible for me to start leaving the house. And actually, to start off with, it wasn't even feasible for me to leave the house, actually, because by the time I'd left the house, that would have been a minute's exercise. So it was pointless. So I did 1 minute around the house, then I did 2 minutes, up to, I think at about 5 minutes, my mum got me an old exercise bike. So like stationary bike, I had it in my spare bedroom, and I think from 5 minutes to about half an hour, I used to do it in my spare bedroom, because I could do it any time of day, I could stop whenever I wanted. I was very focused, whereas I think sometimes with the walking, if you try to walk outside your house and you really have very little energy, and you're talking 2 minutes, 3 minutes, to me with my brain fog, if I have to cross a road, it's good night Vienna. But I think a massive element of it when you're doing exercise and you're not confident that it's going to go well, and you don't know how much you've got in the tank, is like, at what point do I turn home? And I think if you can do it in your house, you can maybe give it a little bit more energy. I think another element with these charts as well is that it allowed me to notice progress. I think being structured and organised helped with the progress. But obviously there's a million other elements as well. And I think it helped me to notice the progress. And it wasn't pretty, but it was done, and it got me through. And there was actually a point at which, let me show you, what is my best one? See, now I'm super proud of this. See, as time went on, that is my panel of stickers. Look at it, like, I'm amazed. I'm still proud of that now, and I'm able to do more than that now. I feel quite emotional looking at that. Oh my goodness. So I remember a day, and I think it actually was this page, and I took this to my guy at the clinic, and all I saw were the gaps. Why are these gaps here? Why are these gaps? And I went in, and I was, because I'm very type A, I was, yeah, how do I get rid of these gaps? Why is this not going well? And oh my God, I don't want to cry. See, I don't know whether this is an ME thing or whether this is just me. And I remember him saying, wow. I remember him looking at it and going, wow, like, he's so genuine as well, and it was so genuine. And in that moment, it was like a switch had flipped and I saw the stickers. I didn't see the gaps, I saw the stickers. Yeah, so I was smashing that, and then I decided there was a lot of variables with days out that I would try and do, and then how much walking I was doing around the house. So I could note down my graded exercise, but on some days I'd try and do hoovering, or I was kind of moving house at points, and I was decluttering, all that kind of thing. So that would be a lot more walking for the whole day. So I got a pedometer, I got it from Amazon, it was like £15, like £15. I just got a cheap one. I started off with like the clicky ones actually, and that was a couple of months and they kept breaking, and part of me was just pleased that I was breaking pedometers. So I would note down on my calendar, which I actually don't have now, which I should have, but I used to note down the steps that I was doing in the day, and then I could more accurately report to my ME clinic how much energy I was using for the whole day. So that was great, and that was really incentivizing me as well. And I still do that now, but I do it in a more structured way now, that I don't record all the steps I'm doing during the day. I record one special walk, and I will do that. A mile is my shortest, and then on an exceptional day, I've done 3 miles is my biggest distance that I've done. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. I have started recording it from June. So this is the sofa to Snowdon part, really. So this is my calendar now. All of these green ones are miles, so I've got like miles and a half. I actually, with the brain fog, I was doing like 0.5 of a mile. I don't think that's a thing, is it? Because it's not metric. But I'm doing like here, that's 2 miles, 3 miles, mile and a half. Like that was freaking great. Then I had a break for a couple of days. Then I did 2 miles, 3.5 miles, 1 3/4 miles, 2 miles. I'm doing 5 walks a week, 4 shorter walks, 1 longer walk, 2 rest days, and I'm going to see how it goes. I think I really am committed. I actually feel more myself since I've been deciding to do this. I've got a goal. I'm not beating myself up towards the goal, but I think I'm a person who needs something to focus on, and this is something I can focus on. And right, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope I've covered everything. Please ask me any questions down below and I'll try and answer them. I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I hope this makes sense. Please follow me on my journey and we're going to get there. Feeling very confident.